Here question is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Jvaira Swarupa hai Nitya Krishna Das. And after that at once he told Nitya Das but Krishna Tatastha Sakti. What is Tatastha Sakti? How a Chetan Jeev, the ansh of Krishna, he was involved in Maya. How it became? This is the question. You should clear all these things.
Radhikaya Tarale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha. So first of all, our obeisances, Lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, to Dandi Sannyasis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis. So Gurudev has given me instruction to try to help us to understand where Jiva has come from and what is Tatastha Shakti. Therefore, this is a very important point, because unless we understand where we come from, then there'll always be confusion who we are. If we don't know who we are, then how we can adopt the process to achieve our ultimate goal. Gurudev was saying, Sambandha Bhagavan Abhideya Bhakti Bhai Vishnu Prema Prayojan Veda Tri Tattva Koi.
From far away.
Haribo.
Far from where?
Sambandha Abhida, Sambandha Bhagavan, Abhideya Bhakti Hoy, Krishna, Prema, Prayojan, Veda, Tri Tattva Koi. Sanatan Goswami asked 3 questions relating to Sambandha Gyan. What is our Sambandha? What is our relationship? What is everything's relationship? What is the center? Where does it come from? What is the common thread running through everything? That is Bhagavan. Abhideya, what are my activities in that relationship? Bhakti. And what is our goal? Prema. They were an answer to the first question of Sri Sanatan Goswami, Ke who am I? The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately replied, Jivera Surupa Hoy Krishnera Nitya Das, Tatastha Shaktiyar Beda Bed Prakash. So first we should understand the soul is an eternal servant of Krishna, Nitya Das. It's not that my service to Krishna began on a certain date, no. The potency to serve Krishna, that is eternally, intrinsically part of the jiva. It cannot be separated. Like heat cannot be separated from fire, the potency to render loving service to Krishna can never be separated from the jiva. Therefore it's called his swarup, his own form, his own true self. What is that? He is an eternal servant of Sri Krishna. And where does he come from? Tatastha Shaktiyad Beda Bed Prakash. Now, Sri Gurudev asked, some people say, where do we come from? Do we come from Goloka Vrindavan? Are we a product of Maya? No. We are a product of Krishna's energy.
Because it has been written that Nitya Das. So Nitya Das, how he can be? He can be only in Goloka Vrindavan. So it seems that, oh Krishna, that person has forgotten and they are. It may be like so many
think like that. But this is one type of craziness, because in the spiritual world there's only Chit Shakti there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said there are 3 types of energy. Vishnu Shakti, Tadapada, there's the Pada Shakti, there's the Jiva Shakti, and there's the Maya Shakti. So in Goloka Vrindavan there's no such thing as Maya or Jiva Shakti there. There is only Antaranga Shakti or Chit Shakti. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never said that Jiva is Chit Shakti. He said that we are a different type of energy called Tatastha Shakti. Another point is, especially Advaitavadis, they think there's no difference between the Jiva and Bhagavan. They think Bhagavan has manifested himself as the Jiva.
keep some distance.
They think, they have the philosophy of Eko Jiva Vad. There's only one Jiva, and that is the Supreme Lord. But due to the influence of illusion, that Brahma has considered himself to be a Jiva. Therefore, this is also another type of madness. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, the Jiva, he is not a manifestation of this material world. He is not manifested from Maya. He is not manifested from the Supreme Lord. I mean, he is not the Supreme Lord. In fact, he is a completely different transformation of energy of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord himself does not lose himself to transform into this world or to the Jivas. Therefore, Mahaprabhu, by establishing this tattva in the beginning of his teachings, he taught the philosophy of Shakti Parinam Vad. The Jiva is a transformation of Bhagavan's Shakti. Which Shakti? Pujapad Padmanabha Maharaj described there are three Shaktis of Vishnu, Chit Shakti, Maya Shakti, but we are not transformations of them. Therefore, Mahaprabhu said, Tatastar Shakti Ad, Beda Bed Prakash. So, Sri Bhaktivedanta Thakur, in his explanation in Jayavadharma, he explains, because we're using material language to describe something which is completely inconceivable, there may be some fault. Therefore, in my language, of course, because we're using material terms, but try to understand the main point. Bhagavan has three Shaktis, and this Shakti we're talking about now is called Tatastha Shakti or Jiva Shakti. It is completely distinct from the Para Shakti or Maya Shakti. That Jiva Shakti is the Shakti, a transformation of which manifests us, or the individual souls. We are not Swanksa, or Krishna's direct expansions. We are, the Jiva is called Vibhanamsa Tattva, or separated parts and parcels. Therefore, the word has been used Jiva Shakti or Tatastha Shakti. The Jiva Shakti is a part of the Chit Shakti, and Maya Shakti is a shadow of the Chit Shakti. So what is the meaning of Tatastha? Tata means bank, like Maharaj explained. The bank of a river, it's not land and it's not completely water. It's a marginal position in between both. Therefore, the Jiva, he comes from Tatastha Shakti, and also his nature is Tatastha Shakti. Because we are called the marginal potency, the Jiva has a tendency to go towards the service of Bhagavan, the Swarup Shakti. Taking short of the Swarup Shakti, he serves Sri Krishna, or he has a choice to take shelter of Maya Shakti, and then he serves the material energy. But the Jiva can never be independent. Either the Jiva will serve under the guidance of Swarup Shakti, Yogamaya, or else he'll be captured by the illusory potency. Therefore, an explanation is given. The Jiva is a bit like a fish. You know a flounder? He has eyes on top of his head. He can see both things. Therefore, the Jiva, he has no experience, because this Jiva, this Tatastha Shakti is in a neutral position. Because it's not the Chit Shakti, it's not Maya Shakti. Therefore, the influence of the three modes of nature are not working there. There's no Sattva, Raja, Tama. Also, there's no Swarup Shakti there. Therefore, the Jiva, because he's independent, he can see both things. But he doesn't have experience of it. It's like seeing a cupcake in a glass, counter. You can see it, but what it is, you can't taste. Therefore, the Jiva has no experience in that condition, that serving Krishna is ecstasy and coming towards Maya is suffering. But he has an independent choice.